Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Sensei Pink and I'm all snuggled up in my robe to give you my review on Lower Olympus episode 132. Now, before we start, and as always, make sure you go follow me on both Instagram and Twitter and hit that subscribe and notification button to see more weekly videos. Now guys, picking up from the last episode, Persephone's story continues, stating, after she started having the feeling, and the feeling could not be stopped. Now, in a fit of rage, Persephone lops off one guy's head with the scythe, and shortly after, she is horrified at what she did. Now, after panicking, from killing the one guy, she begins to spiral out of control, and this eventually leads her to grow real big. After growing big and crying over what's going on, she accidentally steps on someone else, and throughout the whole process of begging the mortals to wait since they're running away from her, this is what causes the village to accidentally crumble. Moving along, she tried her best to stop her powers, but she just couldn't get them to stop. So what she tried to do instead is to evacuate the villagers, but they were too scared of her, so she wasn't really able to do much. Now, although many of their deaths are her fault, she definitely did not go on a bloodthirsty rampage like the anti-Percy squad told Zeus. After comforting Persephone, Hades confirms that this is the reason why Percy wanted to give out coins to some of the shades who couldn't afford to pay the ferryman, and why in his lost memory, she wanted to know how to get souls out of the underworld, even if it may not have been their fault. After hearing about Hades, recall the time when she asked about how to get souls out of the underworld, aka the lost memory. Hades tells her that he doesn't exactly remember, and the two move to the living room where he shows her the tape with the lost memory and the letter that Kate gave him, and the two proceed to watch the lost memory. Now, although Hades doesn't want to watch it, Percy is the one who snatches it and pops in the tape, and she begins hysterically laughing because they are just both idiots on screen together. After Hades apologizes about the tape, and Percy apologizes for committing treason, and Cerberus does a little toot or fart in the midst of this all, Percy thanks Hades for always being by her side. In turn, Hades thanks Percy for always treating him well and tells her that he'll always be in her corner. Hades then mentions the fact that Percy shared so much about herself today, and we end this episode with Hades telling Percy that he feels like he should share some stuff about himself, aka his childhood, his past trauma with her. Now, I was pretty sure that this whole bringer of death situation was exaggerated, and I think that since they got their story from Helios, he might have stirred the pot to create some drama amongst the gods. Maybe he did this as a sort of payback to Demeter since she tried to bribe him, or as a way to sort of scoff at Zeus since members of his court are basically undermining him / don't respect him since he isn't all that great of a king. For some reason, I just don't feel like he hates Hades as much as Zeus or Poseidon too. In general, I just don't think that he hates Poseidon and Hades as much as Zeus. He might just hate Poseidon because maybe he's annoying, but I just got this feeling that he doesn't hate Hades as much. Maybe this could have been because he got to know Hades as a child. We know that Nyx obviously got to see Hades, and I feel in a sense Hades might have a little bit of a closer connection to the Titans in general than his brothers. Well, that's it for today. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments below. Go follow me on both Instagram and Twitter, and smash that like button if you enjoyed watching. And finally guys, hit that subscribe and notification button to see more of me, Sensei Pink.